Hi all, I'm Ravi.
I'm Amrita.
Hi, I'm Nikhil.
So our video quality is significantly better today.
Yes.
Nikhil got a new laptop. So,
Yeah.
as the title suggests, we are here to review a Kannada movie, Bagheera.
Bagheera.
So I think this is our first Kannada movie in this channel.
Mm.
You watched other Kannada movies?
Yeah, KGF. And there are whole Kannada movies which I watched.
Kantara.
Kantara, KGF. And Chandramukhi.
Charlie Triple Seven.
Aptamitra.
Aptamitra.
Yeah.
Yes.
So there are some good Kannada movies.
I think
which I
Kannada is the first one or Malayalam is the first one?
I think it's
First one.
Malayalam.
Okay.
Shobana, right?
Ah.
Soundarya. I don't
Anyway.
think so. Okay.
Coming back,
Back
to
to
the topic.
Bagheera.
So how much would you guys rate it?
4.
Oh.
5. Yeah.
No, it's very high. It's like, what do you think, Nikhil?
3.5.
So I was giving 3.
3.5. That's
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
So I have a lot of gripes with this. I am giving 3 because it's a superhero origin story.
Mm.
If it was not a superhero origin story, I would probably give it lesser.
Okay.
So I have.
You know,
I particularly go on.
when I'm watching movie, right, I didn't get the vibes of like new film or something. What do you say? Freshly made. I'm getting vibes
Yeah.
of KGF.
That is there. I mean,
That screenplay is totally ditto from that.
keeping that
Color grading.
aside,
Correct.
it's 4. If that is considered, then it's 3.5 only. I mean,
So
it's not new the way it was taken.
Correct.
It's the same mother-son sentiment story.
And that sentiment they brought, right, with that color grading, and as you mentioned, with the color grading and the with the color grading and again the techniques, whatever they made in the movie, and again when they brought this mother sentiment, right, I really thought, okay, are they making KGF Part 3?
No, it's not that like KGF
Not
Part
that-
3, but the voice of the hero when dubbed in Telugu, it's exact Yash voice. I mean, I don't know who have dubbed for. I mean,
Correct.
I watched in Kannada. So
Okay.
I watched Telugu and
okay, there's one other thing.
Yeah.
So all the Kannada I know is like respectful Kannada. Like when you talk to someone, it's like respectfully saying something. I am not able to recall the words, but the movie had casual calling people.
oh,
Okay.
So
Macha.
even if he's a
Okay.
cha.
no, that is friends calling, not casual calling.
Okay.
Even if the character was senior to him, he was calling him casually. I felt because I don't know the language. So that is one thing I want confirmation from other Kannada speakers.
Yes, coming down. Okay,
I
going back. Again.
Yeah. I particularly liked the music of this. The Bagheera title track was so good.
Yeah.
I think that was very apt for a superhero origin movie.
Right. And then it was made in parts. I mean, not like
Used
made in
in
parts,
parts.
used in
Chapters,
parts, the whole film. So I know if there is something like the action begin, okay, until the next title, I know nothing will happen to the hero. I was in that mode. So yeah.
So that decision of screenplay was
Yeah,
very
it
well
was
taken.
very good. And yeah, I mean, to start off, it's a superhero film. And the way he chose to become a superhero, that was like cool.
Oh, that scene was really.
Yeah, that was very good. Even though it is a classic trope, I've seen many stories with that, but the treatment they went with this one was very good.
Correct.
Oh.
So, do you have something else to talk before we talk spoilers?
I think we can talk spoilers. That
I mean, the heroine.
Oh,
Such a pretty
She was so
heroine,
pretty.
man. I was just, I was falling for her the way
Yeah.
she's coming.
Yeah,
in.
but we are sad when she was not there.
hey.
It's a spoiler.
dude,
Okay.
what is this?
Okay.
We have a section for spoilers. Anyway,
Next section only, right? So, okay.
so before we go into spoilers,
Okay, the BGM is
we talked about music, we talked about screenplay.
yeah, screenplay.
What about actors?
They did their job well.
I didn't particularly hate any character. So the casting of antagonists or the characters that we should hate, right? It should have been better, or they should have done something else to increase our hatred for them.
And also some scenes I didn't find that much emotion too.
Okay, let's go to spoilers. Maybe that
Yeah,
will be better. Spoilers. Okay,
If you don't want to be spoiled, go away, watch the movie, and come back.
it's in Netflix, by the way.
Yeah,
You don't
it's
have to
in
go to
Netflix.
the. I mean, it's there in theaters too.
Still there in theaters. Oh, do you
It's
feel you
there.
missed in theaters? You should have watched it in theaters.
Yeah,
I didn't feel that.
I felt
I actually felt that because of the music.
music.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, the mask, the buggy. I mean, wherever the action scenes come, right?
right.
I felt it should have been in
Correct.
movies. Yeah.
One particular scene where someone paints Bagheera and
Ha.
someone sees and gets scared of it.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
That
it
was
was
so good.
Exactly. And even Prakash Raj, when he comes in and then everywhere you talk about Bagheera and then he actually sees Bagheera on his left.
Correct.
And the masks, everything. And there's action scenes, right?
Very well choreographed.
It was. I mean, the way he have bought in people, right? The hacker, the guy who make bombs, the small
Kid
kid.
who makes the suits.
The shark, that thing, right?
Lot of inspiration from Marvel movies.
So that's
okay.
why, see,
It's like it didn't feel original.
I haven't watched, so it felt
Yeah,
very
okay.
cool to me. I mean, the way
The
he
suit
was getting-
electricity thing is from Black Panther.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
whenever I'm trying to connect something new in this movie, I find something
Connecting to a Marvel movie.
Marvel or
Good
some.
that I haven't watched any of those films,
So
so
that
I
probably
felt.
explains why you gave 4.
Yeah, I was feeling good, man. He was getting this guy, that guy. I mean, he's a
Okay.
drunkard, and then he have given a big job of blasting buildings.
Yeah.
There. It's like, okay, it was nice.
So okay, that's why I think you gave 4. But
Yeah.
after
I
seeing-
like that mask scene. So a tubelight falls on it and then it breaks.
Yeah.
And he uses that broken mask.
Exactly.
So for Krish, it's like it gets burned, and here it is broken. And
So-
they show it in so fast. The importance is not coming through.
And
The
that's
importance comes through when one kid is selling masks to Prakash Raj.
Right.
Then the importance of that mask comes. You were saying something. Nikhil.
No. I'm just telling that in this movie, right? Basically, we are connected like with old movies, and we saw so many superhero. And recently, we looked into KGF again, and that screenplay and that old movies, Marvel scenes, and everything. When it comes, right? Whenever I thought, okay, there is something new happening,
It takes back to something old.
Something old, and that strikes me, and I feel like okay.
They should have done that better.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what happened to me throughout the movie.
At a lot of times. So also one of the biggest spoiler I felt that they did really good was that kid thinks of father as a hero character and wants to become like him, so he becomes a police officer.
Correct.
And then his hands get tied. He tries to be a hero, and after a certain threshold, is not allowed.
Correct.
So that change
Yeah.
that came was so good. And how he wears specs because he's not able to sleep at night, and people are able to identify that.
Correct. Oh,
And
that's an I
even
didn't notice.
actually the one girl, she tells that I can identify his eyes,
Huh.
and then she actually looks
Correct.
back when
Oh,
she's
that
leaving.
scene was really epic, man. I like that scene when
Right, I
that
can
for like
identify.
5
his-
moments, like the 5 seconds, right? It's like goosebumps for me actually. Those 5 seconds. So.
Yeah.
There is really good elevation sequences for that character.
Right. I mean, if we haven't watched any of the films before, this
Probably
is
this
such
would
a
have been-
nice film.
Yeah. Super.
But as these guys know already.
But again, see, with all these superhero movies in mind, Minnal Murali or there was one Tamil movie, Mahaviran.
For example, Hanuman too.
Hanuman again,
It's like a Superman.
it's a very superficial, right? It is not grounded.
Okay. No. But in that movie as well, the way he get powers and the
Huh.
way he uses power, those scenes again.
They are
those-
good. They have references,
Correct.
but they seem original because of all the references that they bring of
Correct.
the culture, right?
Correct.
So what I'm talking about, Minnal Murali and Mahaviran, they seem very grounded, and they are established in a world where superheroes are there, which is very nice. So with Bagheera, they tried something like Batman or Arrow.
Yesterday I'm telling you, right, that one. When I'm saying that, right, I'm getting the vibes of Batman whenever they bring that the shots when he's on the top and sees the city.
Terrace, right? It was
correct.
exactly like
Correct,
Batman.
correct.
The suit and all, right?
The back shots, everything, I find references of that.
So if you are able to tell that, I think they did a very good job. If you are able to relate it to Batman.
Yeah, then yes.
Okay.
Right.
For me, it shouldn't be like that. I'm expecting more.
But still,
Yeah.
they need to have some point of reference, right? Now that superhero movies are becoming common in India, I think it will change over time. But right now, people need to see something familiar,
Yeah.
related to it, and have that point to come to movies.
Okay.
So if you don't watch that much.
Correct.
I watch a lot of Batman, a lot of Marvel. I even watch animated shows. So,
I don't watch anything.
so for someone like me and for someone like Nikhil to able to identify that, there's a lot of difference. If he's able to identify, I think the makers did a really good job.
I'm able to identify, so it's
Like
exceptional.
exceptional. Those scenes particularly, like if they nailed it. Even
Right.
so, this character is more like an Arrow or a Batman kind of character.
True.
So
And I didn't find some logic in that in some sense. For example, he get hurt, right? He get that blood one
Correct.
in one of the scene in his, like he did that much thing. I don't know why they didn't make the tough shield. That's what we also.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing when he was making all of it, right? He would have made a good shield.
I think they made
like that.
something, but with that shield, maybe probably that shock thing they couldn't have done. I don't know. It is not explained clearly.
Yeah.
Now that you bring it up, it's a good point to discuss.
Right.
about.
Maybe I thought, okay, because of that he met heroine. Because
No,
of that
he
some
met the
emotion
heroine.
scenes came.
Okay.
Because
Emotion scenes came.
Because of that injury, some emotion scenes came.
Correct.
And that emotion scenes they can use in the climax.
Stupid logic.
Yeah, actually makes sense. To create conflict, you have to build emotion.
You
And
can't. Okay, let it be.
So if there was no conflict at that point,
Yeah.
for that hero to choose,
He's in pain and then they chose a romantic scene right after it. I mean, what kind of thing is it? I don't know.
it is to increase the emotion.
Okay.
That's the pulse of audience.
Yeah.
The whole time I was thinking, leave him,
Should
yeah,
I
let him. No. While he was hurt and then he went right back to hero and then she was treating him right. Okay, leave him now, let him rest. And then they started some romance. I was like, why now? You could have stopped it.
So I was thinking she will die
Yeah.
when that scene was coming.
Oh, that was very bad scene.
Yeah.
I thought he will use some, like, I don't know why they kill, like no reason at all.
Yeah.
During the climax, it felt like they were trying to create visual-worthy moments where the antagonist, like not the guy with scarred face. Oh, that is also a Batman reference.
Garuda.
The guy who played Garuda.
Oh, that scarred face. I mean, I don't know, it
It
irritated
is a
me.
reference of Two-Face
Oh,
in Batman.
oh, is it? I don't
Like
know.
there is a guy in Batman who also has half-burnt face. Okay.
I
No,
don't know.
that is
I
fine.
know
That
that much
half
Batman.
burnt face, it's irritating me. I mean,
That's-
I have that, something crawling on me, that feeling whenever
yeah, they
I'm
wanted to
seeing
create
it.
that feeling.
Half the time I
Exactly.
just close my eyes whenever it's coming, so close to the screen. I mean, that small girl, that Pallavi, right, 9-year-old, when she was singing that Shiva Stotram, he'll come in contact like this, right, the girl here, and then one side I was so happy with that BGM that
Yeah,
Shiva
when you-
Stotram was
Yeah,
literally
I
giving
felt
me
it was very
goosebumps.
lazy of the makers.
Why?
Why?
They didn't have music and they used her.
Oh, that? Okay, but I don't
They
know.
could have-
But
I
that music really gave me goosebumps.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
But it was lazy of the makers to do that.
yeah, I mean, it was in a
Oh, they could have used
girl
something, yeah.
voice, and then he is coming. The whole just was like the destroyer is coming to him, right? So I was very happy for that, and then this guy came in Zoom, and I was like, "Hey, chill, leave it now. Don't do this. It irritates. I don't know how many of you."
I wanted to say something, but I forgot because this came.
Okay.
I have to tell about one emotions actually, because in this movie the emotion scenes like killing the journalist, those things didn't really add up. I felt
So
like
usually they should build up the tension, but it didn't build that much.
Correct.
But the scene, so if the impact of the death of the journalist was high, the death of the guy who killed would have been higher.
Right.
correct.
So dogs killed him. That didn't create that much impact.
It went
Because-
like normal actually.
It was like 2 beats here, 2 beats there. That's all finished.
And
I
again,
don't have time for you.
Yeah, and again when Prakash Raj came,
Yeah.
again I didn't find that much emotion for him too actually.
Okay, so for the Prakash Raj thing, in Tagore movie there is Prakash Raj's character, right? Where he tries to find.
Yeah.
So it felt a similar kind of role for me. He's trying to figure out what is happening. So
Okay, we
he
should
figured
first
out.
clear up our minds before we watch any movie. I think we are trying to find reference with everything.
Yeah, that is
Maybe
a
it's
problem.
the same guy who became a
Yeah,
CBI
that's
officer.
right.
If they would have changed that color grading of the movie, right? I think we wouldn't find that much different
The
references.
color grading is because even Batman movie has the
that black, yeah.
it's like orange tint kind of thing.
No, but
So-
here I felt so much like KGF and Salar. That
that's
kind
true.
of.
So
Home
Kannada
Raider,
cinema
same
basically, I
production
think
house.
audience, same production house,
But
and
still,
audience also
the
likes.
director is different.
Audience also likes Karnataka. The audience likes that color grading, right? So
Okay.
that is the primary audience.
Okay.
I think I am assuming it is the case. So what I wanted to talk was about the climax,
Okay.
where the police, whoever superior was, he was trying to say, "I am sorry that I cannot do anything. You have a God for a son kind of thing dialogue, right?" Towards the end.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they were trying to create a visual-worthy climax,
Huh.
and then it's like the dialogue was not well written, or it's not well translated in English.
Yeah, it's not correctly positioned maybe.
You know, he's not the person sent by God. He's the God himself.
No.
That's what
something
he
of
was
those
trying
sorts.
to
That
say.
is the intention. Back in the Prakash Raj also one elevation scene happening on the side,
Yeah.
and here also the another elevation happening, two elevations happening parallelly. But for some reason nothing.
It didn't land.
It
I mean,
didn't
maybe
happen.
it got lost in translation, but I don't know. This was something I wanted to talk about also.
Because if you see in KGF, those elevations are the main, correct?
Yeah, and also the Garuda, the same villain, right, in both KGF and here, and then he was killed, and towards the end, it was I'm not done yet. That's a chapter 8, which comes in the end, right? So we know this Garuda, he died again in the first part. I mean, why the same character?
They'll bring
Same
up
actor.
I'm
Yeah,
not
same-
done.
same actor.
I'm not done yet is by the hero.
So in
Which means
Gotham
there's
there
a
is a lot
part
of
two.
villains.
There are part 2 and
Yeah.
again it will be the new story.
Exactly.
So
I'm
then
saying
bring
the
a Joker.
yeah.
Two phases over, Joker will come.
okay. No. What I'm saying is in KGF also, since it's Garuda, we know from KGF only, right? He died in the first part. Same here as well.
Yeah, the actor you're saying.
Yeah, the
is dying.
actor,
Oh my
and I am able to relate so much in
See,
what
lot of
KGF.
references now you're also bringing out.
I would have
Anyway,
happier if he
I
was
think
alive.
We are way
crossed.
over time.
Yes.
We'll just stop it here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks whoever have come here to hear our discussion.
And whoever is still now and not watched it, they have been spoiled also.
Yeah, and
We
then
talked about the whole movie.
suggest us some Kannada films to watch.
Yeah.
We are new to this industry, so yeah.
I watched quite a few movies.
Okay,
Yeah.
then for me then.
See you guys.
Bye.
Right.